We, you and I, are responsible for only three things, three aspects of ourselves. What we think, what we communicate from what we think, and the actions we take. Anything else is out of our control. How people react to how we act or how we communicate really has nothing to do with us. We can try to persuade, we can try to influence, and this is what we do. But once we've done it, the results are out of our hands. This was the message being brought home to me in a video I recently watched, where a famous speaker who travels the world lecturing on this subject put across the message, the sort of message that I just said. We are responsible for ourselves, and we are not responsible for the reactions and actions of other people. For many years, 10 years actually, I presented a class to the University of the Third Age, that's the old retirees, called Inner Quest, Our Search for Happiness, Body, Mind and Spirit. And I presented about getting on towards 200 separate lessons, each based on a famous or a writer who was writing on that subject of the self and what we are. This particular video I'm referring to, which I watched, was full of information. It was lengthy and it was profound. But was it effective? This is what I'm thinking. Was it effective? Did it really imbue in any of the listeners, yes, I've got to do this. Yes, I've got to feel this way. I've got to act this way and be this way if I want the results in myself that this person is endeavouring to teach me. I wonder how many got that out of it. Why I say this is because there was no appeal to deep emotion in this presentation. And unless you appeal to deep emotion in the listener, they're not going to change. People don't change from what they think. People change from how they feel and how others have made them feel. This is why it's so important, critical, I think. When you're giving a workshop, when you're giving a presentation, a keynote, at least in some stage in that keynote, if you are to leave a lasting impression that will possibly, I say possibly because it's always out of your hands, possibly change the way that they behave, you have to appeal to their emotions. And the way to do that is to tell stories which do exactly that. At least one story, at least one riveting, moving story where they can identify with the protagonist, whether it be someone you know, someone you've made up, or even yourself. Better if it is yourself, because they can see the results in you of what that story has done to you, how it's changed you. So to reiterate, if you are giving a profound workshop, keynote, speech on what we are, who we are, why we are here, the purpose, and all of those things which we find increasingly more important throughout the world, because this is becoming very popular worldwide, tell them stories. Make them feel emotion. That's the way to bring that keynote, that speech, that workshop home, not only to their heads, but to their hearts.